It started about 2-3 years ago. And so now we're just kind of waiting for things to commence, you know? And so that's where we are right now. It is almost the black horse starting to ride. We're waiting for the black horseman to ride. And that is this Maitreya. He is the black horseman. And so I'm going to put up a page on him. If anybody knows anything about graphics, give me a holler. Because I had a graphic on my website at omegansareLiars.com, and it was Al Gore, and first you see a picture of Al Gore, and then you see a picture of a lizard. I want to do that to some other graphics I have. And so if anybody can do that, give me a holler. It's almost like an animated picture. Oh, lovely. Another site with music on it. I'll have to check it out later. I don't know why people do that to me. Maybe it's just my computer. I just have problems every once in a while. Especially when you never turn your computer off. You know, I've had it on for like 3 days straight. You know, I've been getting into so much good stuff. I'll give you a hint about the White Horseman, folks. It's not the Most High. It's not Yahushua. But it is really. It has to do with him. Has to do with him. His people. Has to do with his people. Oh, and you know what? I wanted to expose something tonight, reveal something, because I was just floored by it the other night when the Lord showed me this, because it's not like this Mabus is ever mentioned in the book of Revelation and by one of the prophets, but it is mentioned by Nostradamus, who was a false prophet. But either way, I'd been spending some time trying to figure out who or what this Mabus was. And I knew Mabus was a female, and I talked to this John Hogue about 2 or 3 years ago. Told him Mabus is a female. It's a Hebrew. It's a female. And he's like, no. I go, maybe it's Ma Bush. I was thinking maybe it's Ma Bush, because we all know she's serpent seed. She's a serpent seed liner Jew, just like Hitler was. And John Hogue was like, nah, it's not a female. It's not Mrs. Bush. And so he's come out with this thing about Mabus as being Saddam Bush. And if y'all don't know about John Hogue, he's the one who has been trying to pin down these prophecies that Nostradamus gave into the future from a crystal ball. And everybody gets intrigued by Nostradamus because of his prophecies of the future. And he talks about this coming Mabus. And when this Mabus dies, a comet hitting the earth and things like that. And the Lord showed me the other day that Mabus is an anagram for ambush. It's an ambush. It's an anagram for ambush. It is a particular person, not specifically just one person, but it does relate to one person. But behind this person is a lot of other people. But Mabus stands for ambush, an anagram for ambush. And so I thought that was definitely interesting. Because it's certainly something that this rider of the black horse and this rider of the pale horse had to look forward to when they arrived to Earth, is ambush. Things they weren't expecting. No, Mabus is not me. But I know who it is, and it's exciting. I know who the rider of the white horse is. And so it is exciting. It's getting exciting because the list of characters is being played out on the stage. You know, we've got the last day's stage going on here, and you got all these characters and stuff that are on it, and everything's falling into place. So just a heads up, folks. I realize the websites are down. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you anything about it. Can't even get into to speak with the people about it. But they usually, I've done this before. I've gone through this before. And miraculously, they'll just come back online. And so that's what I'm expecting this time around, for them to just get back online. Because if they're not, I'm going to put up 5 to 10 more of them just like them. And so they can deal with one or the other. Put my website back up or deal with 10 more just like it. And so that's my promise to them. I'm not real worried about it right now, but they don't need to take the website down just so Congress can study it. They can just get on their little laptops and go to my website and study it. To take it down, that's just plain rude. Not very gentlemanly. I don't think so. They're not being gentlemen, are they? And so that's the way it is. Anybody know anything about those MySpace sites? Give me a heads up, because mine seems to be out of bandwidth for some reason, and I don't know how to upgrade it or fix it. when I go to the MySpace site, I just get this freaky background that says upgrade bandwidth or whatever, and I don't know what that's about. So if anybody give me a shout or a holler on that, so I can get the MySpace fixed. It's not really one of my most trafficked sites or anything, but the kids like it, so yeah, there's a lot of kids involved with learning and have an interest in learning about last days prophecies, and they don't want to go to church, and I don't blame them. I don't either. The Lord isn't in the churches today. They're run by Satan, and they worship Satan. I love you, Jesus. Really, you know that's Satan's name. If you're gonna say I love you, Son of God, then call him by his real name, Yahushua. Get off this Jesus kick, because you're praising Satan. It just makes my blood boil anymore. Because you know what? For 3 or 4 years now, you've just been real nice about it. No, it's not his real name. His name's Yahushua. Call him Yahushua. You get to the point where it just downright ticks you off after a while, don't you think? That so many people are just so stubborn and refuse to call him by his real name. And so that's where it's at today, folks. And we don't have a whole lot to say left tonight. Like I said, I was surprised I even had a show tonight. I know a lot of you have been hassled with. Knew that was coming. And so I'll probably be back. Well, I will be back next week. I don't know what I'll be talking about. I have no idea. I never do. I just go with the weeks. What the Lord wants me to reveal. And let you know what's going on. And I think I've done that tonight. And I know a lot of you researchers are out there and a lot of preachers listening to this. And so maybe some people can come up with some more info on how they have managed to get DNA off of Cain's body and duplicate Cain so that this Maitreya coming has his duplicated and cloned body. I find it real interesting. And I'd like to see more and more about that on the internet. And so maybe we're starting a snowball here. Snowball effect. Wouldn't be the first one I've started on the internet. Certainly not going to be the last. Cain is Maitreya. Maitreya is Cain. And the fact that the gold vaults and the storage vaults are empty. And so, heads up on that. Especially you economists. Because they can't keep propping up the dollar like it exists forever, because it doesn't exist. It's hollow. There's nothing there. And so we need to prepare for a total economic crash and a total economic meltdown. And so that's all I have to say this week, folks. Till next week, everybody. Stay in tune with the Lord. Keep listening to Him. Keep asking for Him to reveal the truth in all things to you. And stay busy, focused on Him. Until next week, everybody. God bless.